5 years. Amazing. President Obama, he continues to double down on green energy, but the companies continue to go broke. Now, here's the latest example. Battery maker A123 got $250 million from the government. This company said, hey, we're going to create thousands of jobs. Exactly how many did it create? Try 408. All rise. Judge Andrew Napolitano is here. Judge, you know what? In the morning meeting, I said, this is actually impressive compared to some of the other ones. But
it is.
And that's not even a joke. I mean, but seriously, this is heartbreaking stuff.
Well, it's heartbreaking because it violates basic principles of supply and demand and risk and reward. When the government gives you cash, you almost don't care what happens to it, because the government is not a customer. It's going to give you the cash whether you use it properly or not.
Also, and particularly if you also know more cash is coming.
Right, right. So, but if you're in the real marketplace where you have to get money from real investors like you do for your clients, you're going to monitor how every penny is spent. Stated differently, the government has no business putting its thumb on the scale and choosing winners and losers in the marketplace. We've been through this ad infinitum. It simply doesn't work. It does create cash flow, and it does create the movement of cash for people close to the event. But no investor would invest would invest his or her own money in and get the meager return that the government got. Only the government would be happy with that kind of return.
Judge, the thing that startles me about the campaign is I think your argument is a fair and a reasonable one, yet it's one that Governor Romney and his team has not made.
Well, they referred to the $90 billion and talked about the 2 million school jobs it could have made. And I thought, and when he mentioned that in the debate, I thought it was a double if we were scoring in as a baseball game.
Right, but you're the only person in America, I think, who remembers.
But you're one of the few people in America who understands better than the rest of us what goes through a politician's mind.
Right.
Yeah, but Judge,
at the risk of deviating. Why didn't the Governor Romney rip into the president over Benghazi?
Here's what Romney's being attacked for. It's about the GM bailout. And this battery story is of a piece with that. In other words, a Toyota or a Nissan could have taken over GM and still preserved those jobs in this country instead of the government stepping in. Same story with the battery maker, no?
That's along the same vein, but let's kind of stick to this whole thing, because if the president wins, and he has talked about doubling down, initially, Doug and Judge, they talked about this as spending, and then they changed it to investing, you know, understanding what you and I are talking about. But realistically,
the government actually claims it has an investment in this company. That's
the president says we're investing in the future. That we're investing in our energy future. That's the line. I mean, we've all heard it so much that we can all kind of regurgitate it.
That should drive your colleagues downtown crazy. Because that is not when the government gives away taxpayer cash or money it's borrowed from China and gives that away. That is not an investment.
It should drive all Americans crazy. But here's the thing, though. They continue to do it. They continue to say we're going to do this. It's an investment, just like the Internet was an investment, just like the space program was an investment. And look how much we've reaped rewards from that.
Do you think that Romney, in the back of his mind, would do the same thing?
I don't know if he would do the same thing, but it startles me that he has been unable to make a case against the imprudent investment in green energy. And right now the car companies are attacking Governor Romney in Ohio for his advertising.
For claiming that they're shipping their jobs to China. But the case is a very easy one to make, and it is simply this, if I may. No prudent, rational investor would cough up the type of cash that the government coughed up and give it to the entities to which the government has given it, with the level of control, which is none, that the government exercises.
The vice president, though, says you got to create money. The government has to spend money to create money. Isn't this what that is?
All they have to do is call Ben Bernanke. He'll create all the money they want.
Judge, it is a simple argument. That's why I'm so startled that it hasn't been made with greater force.
I think all of us agree. We're all startled that this should have been a much bigger issue. The money spent, where it went to, who got it, all of that to me shocks me that this is on the tip of everyone's tongue right now. Judge,
got it.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.